Hi, this is Avon, and with me is,
Beverly Flores.
Jessica Ramirez.
Elijah Gonzalez.
and we're gonna be going over today about relationships. And so, what does relationships mean to y'all?
What I think a relationship means is lots of loyalty and also like making sure that they're both contributing on both ends and make sure that they're both happy and talking.
I like that. Anybody else? You maybe?
Yeah, like a commitment to someone.
Commitment.
Yeah, like good communication, honesty, love, basic principles.
Well, y'all kind of already went over it, but like, in qualities in a partner, what would you like? Like, dependable, good looking, drives goals, faithfulness, creative, sense of humor. Like, what are y'all searching for a partner?
I think someone who has like goals, like that's attractive. But what else? Honesty. Well, I mean, I kind of already said that earlier.
Yeah.
What else? Good humor is very essential. Like you have to make me laugh. Like
Good humor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good humor. Good personality just overall. Like you have to be a charismatic person. You can't be cocky. You can't be like self-centered. You have to be also conscious that the person you're dating has feelings as well, and for you to like try to satisfy them.
Okay.
Yeah, someone like who knows how to communicate well and like won't after an argument just will communicate to make that better.
Make it better.
Yeah.
Right.
I think lots of good factors also apply to like being in a relationship. Like little things can like also be helpful. Like some things that won't matter to people might also be a good thing to matter. Like just little things.
Right. Well, what about looks? Do looks matter?
Interesting question.
This is a very interesting question. Do y'all believe in love at first sight?
I think it's a drag. Like
Okay.
there's like maybe infatuation at first sight, but not love. Love is too how do you say it?
Strong?
Yeah.
Strong.
Strong.
Okay.
Strong.
Well, y'all
Yeah, I agree.
agree? You?
I mean, there's obviously like, types of personalities and like styles that you're into, but yeah, like it's not the whole point. Looks aren't the whole point.
So
Yeah.
personality over looks
Mhm.
is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would y'all like to put any input other than what I just said about relationships?
No, I think.
I think like you also need to have a bond before being into a relationship.
And it doesn't even have to be necessarily with love. It can also be like with, your parents or regular daily friends. Do y'all have like a good relationship with parents? Maybe.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I would say too.
Average.
It's okay, yeah.
All right, that doesn't sound the best, but okay. Moving on. Mentorship, mentoring people. How about that? Like being there for somebody, I would be guessing.
What was the question?
Mentorship? Like over mentorship? Like being there for somebody? Thoughts on that?
I think that's important. Like dating wise or
No, well, it could be for like, it's universal for anybody almost. Like a partner or a friend.
I think it plays a pretty good like factor in like relationship building and that kind of stuff. But I feel like it comes to an extent because at one point you shouldn't be your like friends, like psychologist or your partners, like
Okay. And what qualities would you not accept in a partner or a friend?
Ooh, that's a lot.
That's a deep question.
I have so many.
So many. We'll fill them. We would want to hear. That like I guess what would you call it, like a red flag, maybe.
Cockiness is a huge one. Oh, sorry, you can
no,
go
you
actually.
go.
I won't have time.
Oh, like lots of like we don't want a friend that like has a lot of drama because then we'll have to get like into it, and then if we don't even know the other person's side of the story, we don't know who's in the wrong.
Right. They're gonna drag you down with it.
Yeah.
All right. Snaps to that. And you, Beverly, what were you gonna say?
Well, yeah, like cockiness, selfishness, no honesty.
Yeah, honesty is a big one.
You have to be kind, of course.
Of course. And what about, like, what does an unhealthy relationship look to y'all?
I think lots of going back and forth.
Going back
Or
and
just
forth.
like in happiness in general, like you can just tell when a relationship doesn't look like it's going well.
Well, what about when y'all discuss the problem and the problem is not fixed? That y'all already discussed it, but they still continue to do the same thing.
Like running from the problem, just like it's immature, I think, and it just it builds to an unhealthy relationship, and I don't think it's like suitable for it.
Right. Okay. Got it. Um. So, for that being said, I have a few examples for what an unhealthy relationship looks like. You worry about not being good enough, maybe, for that one person, particular person.
I think it's also good to like make sure that y'all are both on the same like y'all both have the same things in common, like to make sure that you guys aren't kind of like arguing or like pointing fingers or like saying like, oh, I look better than you, or just arguing in general.
Right. So, who would you say you look better?
Mm.
Do you look better than your partner?
That's a very good question.
He didn't say no.
No, you didn't deny it. What about another one would be your partner or friend gets jealous or checks up on you 24/7. Would you say that'd be toxic or reasonable?
I think that would be overcaring.
Overcaring.
Yeah. Well, like jealous wise, if it gets like to the point where you're like verbally or physically like abusing your partner, then that's like toxic jealous, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're just like, you know, like the jealous, like it's kind of normal, you know?
Yeah. It's good to be a little jealous, but
Mhm.
not too jealous.
It's like kind of in the middle.
Not 24/7 jealous.
Hmm.
What about teenage pregnancy? Do y'all know anybody like family wise that has went through teenage pregnancy? Or that like do you just know in general as a friend?
I don't, but I feel like if it would happen to a friend or someone that I know, like I feel like people should be there for them and they shouldn't get judged for it.
Okay.
And like even though it might have been a mistake or whatever else, like I feel they should still get the help they need and
Right.
yeah.
Right. So yeah. What are your like opinions on it? Well, I know that would be opinion, but what would y'all opinions be?
I think sometimes the cost between pregnancy is that like teenagers aren't as educated enough on like safety, like, you know, sex methods, I guess, like, you know, condoms. Like people are not too aware of like the type of prevention stuff there is available to them. And, you know, they just make mistakes and they have to deal with it later on. But I think teenagers should have the say in whether they should keep or abort the baby. I feel like that's a very sensitive topic. It's kind of unrelated. I'm going off track, but that's my opinion.
It's fine.
Or also like I think it's something that shouldn't be like seen as like really really bad, because like then it makes the kids seem like, oh, I have to hide it now, or it makes it seem like they're in trouble or no one's gonna want to care, and then they get in like a depression state and everything goes bad.
Steps to that.
Yes, I strongly agree with that. I feel like people shouldn't be judgmental unless you know the full story. Like sometimes you see like a teenager with like a belly and you automatically start saying like a bunch of negative things. We never know the causes of what happened, and you know the details. So I feel like we should just be nice to each other.
Right. Exactly. Is anyone here a place where you are ready and able to marry and be a parent?
No.
No,
No.
not even close.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I guess just me, guess. No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding. No.
You need to elaborate on that.
No, I was just kidding. No, I don't think I would be ready. But for people that have already went through it, do you think that they're ready?
To marry?
Yeah. Do you think that have to be like, you know, or just because they got pregnant, do you think they have to marry somebody?
No.
No.
Do you think they can still make it through school?
Yeah, I think.
With the help they get, like from parents and stuff, you think they would still be able to make it?
Now definitely there's more opportunities for like, especially because now they have classes for girls who are pregnant and they can all be in the same room learning the same things and not having to worry about being ahead or being judged at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Nice. With the person you got pregnant, be ready to commit and raise the child alongside you. So whoever got you pregnant or you got them pregnant, would you like be the other successful parent?
Well, that's why it's good to like sit down and talk about it with them, because like you don't know what if they even want to keep the baby or not, or you never know what's gonna happen, especially if they don't even want to be together anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a big, like super big commitment on both sides.
Yeah.
And both parents, like if the baby ends up like growing up, both should be responsible for the baby.
Not only the one that's gotten pregnant, but also the male. When talking about pregnancy, do y'all think that y'all would be ready?
Not at all. No.
I haven't even had my first kiss yet. I would not be ready to pop a baby right now. No, I'm a minor.
Right. But what if, for say, that actually happened? Do y'all think y'all would be ready?
No. Still no. Like
being those footsteps, and then how would you survive through it?
Lots of crying.
Lots of crying.
Yes, crying.
Lots of tears.
I think I'd rely like mostly on my family to help, because I know like I'm not ready at all.
Right.
And I would also like feel like the other person needs to be ready too. And if he isn't also like committing to it, then obviously I won't be ready at all.
Right. Nice. And so you can't really rely on anybody either, is another thing. You know, that's a big responsibility. And if you couldn't rely on anybody and you only had yourself, would you keep it? Or would you have to let it go?
Well, I feel like that wouldn't really be my decision. I feel like it would have to be her decision, really. But I would also contribute and be like, well, if I could help or if I couldn't.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to answer that question until I'm in that position. Because right now I would say like I wouldn't keep it just because it's such a big. I don't want to say the word burden because that's not
Big step.
It's a big step. There
it's
we go.
Big step.
It's a big step.
Not burden, but
it's a big
step.
Step.
It's like skipping over everything.
Yeah, and like I have goals and like
Goals.
I can't.
Okay, so this is it for today on the Project Cam over pregnancy and relationships and what we talked about. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good one. Signing out.
Bye.
Bye.